আমি ওই আসবো ওই সেম জিনিস, কিন্তু এটা তো এইভাবে করলে কি বলছে, ইট ইজ লকড। Hello, can you all see me? I think I'll have to hold it in my hand. Yeah, how many of you? Can you all hear me now? Just write something. A very good evening to all of you. So, I shouldn't be wasting your time, so just let me know if you can hear and see me properly. So, day after tomorrow, you have your exams. So, I just thought of giving you some grammar practice and a little bit of hurricane revision. Some of you said that you all have been studying other subjects and literature, and that is why you all could not give any time to language. So, this will be a revision for you. Regarding the essays, I have talked a lot earlier, also a few days ago. I've talked a lot how to, which essay you should select. And regarding argumentative, I always have my reservations. I have told you all that unless you are a good debater, that means unless you can present your views either for or against, don't go for it. And it might happen that your views might clash with the views of the examiner. Two generations. And in that case, it's a one case. Especially these examiners, they have a very rigid view about their opinions. And if you clash with his or her opinion, so don't ever dare to go for experiments unless it is many times it is a one-sided topic. Most of the views, most of the opinions are for it. Maybe it's 80% opinion for the topic and 20% against. In that case, you can take a risk provided you are good in presenting your arguments coherently. Otherwise, go for those simple ones. I assure you that you won't lose marks. Many times I get questions, ma'am, will we get more marks if we go for argumentative? It's nothing like that. Whichever topic you choose, if you can express yourself properly, if you can present your ideas in a coherent manner, then you will always score, whether it is this topic or that topic. And regarding the report writing, in report writing, I have seen that though they give you so many different report writings to prepare, but most often I have seen either it is a newspaper or an article. These statement of purpose and all these come very rarely, because I am going just I'm just touching them, because today is not the time to go into detailed ones. If you want detailed ones, you can always check my videos. I have put more or less everything: film review, book review. So regarding film review or book review, I am sure you must have prepared a particular film or a particular book, because you can't go sit there and think and write. You don't have any time to think there much. You have to start immediately. So if you haven't, also go for these books and prepare something. Because regarding film review, I have already told you in my video and film review that you need to know the names. Who is the choreographer, who is the director, and so on and so forth, who are the main leading actors, and then a little bit of brief summary. So you might know the summary, you might know the actors, but you might not know the directors. Director, who's the director, who's the choreographer, who's the musician and lyricist and all that. So for this you need a preparation. If you haven't, please go through and jot down the names at least. Regarding book review, you can go to Total English or any other one and go through them if you haven't prepared. That is the best option. Okay? Or you can watch my videos how I have handled them. There is not much time, I know, but still it's better to take some time at least and go for it, rather than go and sit there blankly. Because why am I saying all this? Because you know that you don't have any choice in report writing. Whichever report is put, you have to do it. Regarding proposal writing, go for remember the points and the marks allotted to it. So the most marks goes for the points 1, 2, 3, 4 point, and how to begin the title and everything. Then I come to the grammar portion. Regarding the grammar, I mean the do as directed, what are the things you should remember? Like in as soon as, if you are given as soon as he saw the tiger, comma, he started running. If you are told to begin with no sooner, there will be two answers. If the question is in the past tense, there will be two answers. No sooner did he see the tiger than he ran away. Did he see? So saw breaks into two, did and see. Another one, which most often teachers deem as more correct, the past perfect one. No sooner had he seen the tiger than he ran away. And remember one thing, in no sooner, than is mandatory. Without than, you don't get any marks, even if your verb is correct. Another one with as soon as or no sooner, if you get the question no sooner and you are told to begin with hardly. No sooner did he see the teacher, or no sooner did he see the police, he hid behind a tree. Begin hardly. So in the same way as no sooner takes than, hardly takes when. So hardly had he seen the tiger, hardly had he seen the police, when. No sooner than, hardly when. So hardly had he seen the police when he hid behind a tree. So This is one. Another is if you get negative beginnings, that means not only. He topped the examination, he got a first class, he also topped the examination. Begin not only. So not only is a negative word just like no sooner. So what will you do? If you are told to begin with not only, your auxiliary or your helping verb will come first. So not only did he pass the examination, or not only did he get a first class, but also topped the examination. He got a first class, he topped the examination. So not only did he get a first class, but also topped the examination. Many times I have seen a tendency that you keep the second part as it is. No, if the subject is the same, in the second part the subject, you don't need to write the subject. Like I'm telling you the error. Not only did he get a first class, but also he topped the examination. No. Or but he also topped the examination. These are the wrong answers which I get. So in this case you will write not only did he get a first class, but also you remove the he because it has already been mentioned in the first part. Okay. So but also topped the examination. This is one. And regarding the degrees, you get one. Most often you get one. Regarding the degrees, like he is the best runner in our school. When you are told to begin with no other, it's a negative word. And remember, the irony is that when you begin with a negative, your degree is positive going by the grammar books. Many times I have seen that in no other also they go for the comparative. But if we go by the rules, it should be in the positive degree. So I always say irony is that you begin the negative. When you have a negative beginning, it is a positive degree. So he is the best runner in the school or the best athlete in the school. Answer, if you are told to begin with no other runner in the school or no other athlete in the school is as good as he. Don't write as good as him. Is as good as he means as good as he is. These are small errors which will cost you your marks. Another clue regarding the degrees of comparison is that superlative and comparative, the beginning is the same. So today I am not here to teach you all the rules. I am just reminding you all these which you all might err. Where you all might err. You all might make a mistake. So I am just trying to remind you that and making your job easy. Comparative and superlative, the beginning is the same and that beginning only comes to the end. I'll just give you an example. He is the best athlete in the school. He is better than any other athlete in the school. No other athlete in the school is as good as he. This is one. And many times I have seen that you all confuse one for the other. Like, he is one of the best athletes. One of the means there are others also there are a few who are as good as him. So in this case, don't confuse it with he is better than any other athlete. No, here there will be a little change. When it is one of the best, the comparative will be he is better than most other athletes. He is better than most other athletes in the school. And in positive degree also, it won't be no other. It will be very few athletes are as good as he. Regarding, this is one. I told you how to begin with not only. And regarding the narration, whenever you see the inverted commas, you should know that these are your narration changes. So when it is a question, if it is an if it is an interrogative one, then what are the things you should keep in mind? Like, I'll give you a small and easy example. The teacher said to him, question, comma, inverted comma, open, why did you not do your homework, Ravi? Question mark, inverted comma, close. So what will you write? And you are given half the sentences provided to you. The teacher asked Ravi. So this question begins with a WH word. Interrogative can be of two types. These are short things. Interrogative are of two types. One is the WH question, another is the beginning verb question. That means you begin with a verb. So firstly, you have to keep in mind, know that. Often I see the teacher asks Ravi that. Very wrong. That comes for, that joiner is used when the question is in assertive or exclamatory sentence. But in interrogative, if the question is a WH question, you don't need any joiner. Just straight away go for it. Like, the teacher asked Ravi, why what was the question? Why did you not do your homework? Is it so? If it is so, the teacher asked Ravi why he had not done his homework. Let me go for the question again. The teacher said to Ravi, or teacher said to Ravi, or the teacher said, why did you not do your homework, Ravi? Let's suppose this is the question. Why did you not do your homework, Ravi? Question mark. So the teacher asked Ravi, why? No joiner. Why he had not done his homework. Right? Why he had not done his homework. So what are the changes did you notice? Know that. No joiner rather. And why comes immediately, and the verb, what change it undergoes. If it is in the simple past tense form, did, it changes into the past perfect, had. So why had he not done his homework? Sorry, why he had not done his homework. So this is what I was trying to point out. The most errors are made in the verbs. In the question, the auxiliary or helping verb comes first. Did you not do? So the auxiliary verb is did. But when you change it into the indirect form, then the subject will come first. So why he had not done, not had he done. Many times I have seen while correcting the copies of my students, these are the common errors. Most often in interrogative, these are the common errors. And I also just said the same. Why had he no? Why he had? So replace the verb, put them side by side as you do in your assertive sentence. So why he had not done his homework, and a full stop. Don't forget the full stop. Right? In exclamatory, you have to provide a nice reporting verb. Which is the reporting verb? The verb which is outside the inverted comma. Like, there are several examples of exclamatory sentence. Assertive, I am not telling anything because you all know how to. That is the common narration change which all of you are aware. Regarding the exclamatory, if you get one with an exclamation mark in the end, so in that case the reporting verbs that he exclaimed, or he exclaimed with sorrow, he exclaimed with happiness, so hurrah, happiness, he exclaimed joyfully, though they might be provided to you if not. And regarding the imperative, if you get something, remember, I'm not going in details about what you have to do in all the sentences. I'm just warning you about forbid. If you get something like, the teacher told him, comma, or the teacher said to him, comma, inverted comma, open, don't talk in class. Students, or the teacher told the students, said to the students, comma, inverted comma, open, don't talk in class. Full stop, inverted comma, close. So this is an imperative sentence, and you can use it, write the answer in two ways, but if you are provided with the verb, the teacher ordered, if it is written the teacher ordered, then it's easy for you. The teacher ordered the students not to talk in class. Not to. You are joining with to, but the not comes before that. Don't write the teacher ordered the students to not to. That is horrible and that is wrong. If it is negative, you will write the teacher ordered the students not to talk in class. But suppose it is the instruction which you are given is the teacher forbade. So the teacher forbade the students to talk in class. Why? Forbade is negative in meaning. Forbade is already negative, and if you write the teacher forbade ... fill in, and if you write the teacher forbade the students not to talk in class, that means just the opposite. You are as if the teacher is as if telling the students to talk. Understand the difference? So forbade and ordered. Forbade is negative in meaning and ordered is affirmative. So the teacher forbade the students to talk in class. This is a common error which I have noticed. I'm just pointing out the errors to you so that you all don't commit the same mistakes. Another thing you have to keep in mind regarding the voice change. I've often seen voice change, many times you all fail to maintain the tense. In voice change, the tense should be the same. That means if in the active voice it is in the present tense, it will remain in the present tense. And not only that, it will, 1 minute, it will be in the same tense, present, simple present. If it is in the simple present, it will be in the simple present tense. Present continuous, it will be in the present continuous. I am giving an example. The teacher said, the teacher, 1 minute, the earth goes round the sun. Or he buys a book every year at the book fair. He buys the book every year at the book fair. This is present, simple present tense. So when you change it into the passive voice, it will be the same tense, the same form also. Simple present will remain simple present. He buys a book every year at the book fair. And you are told begin every year. So every year a book is bought by him at the book fair. Every year a book is bought. So buys becomes is bought. And remember one thing. In the present tense, past tense, future tense, you can never change the future or the present or the past perfect continuous by rule. So if you get something like that if you get a sentence with the present perfect continuous, he has been reading a book, you cannot change it by rule. But if it is in the present continuous, you can change. He is reading a book. A book is being read by him. He has done his homework, present perfect. His homework has been done by him. Don't write has been done. Also by him, because someone else also could have done his homework. So have done or has done, present perfect. Your answer will also be in the present perfect form. Keep this in mind. Has been done or have been done, depending upon the subject, whether the subject is singular or plural. And regarding present perfect continuous, I told you by rule it cannot be changed. The past tense is equally more or less the same. Like he bought a book was bought by him. Buys becomes is bought, bought becomes was bought. A book was bought by him. He is writing a letter. Suppose this is present continuous. In the past continuous, if I say, he was writing a letter. Was writing, past continuous. It's nearly the same. A letter was being written. In the present tense, it is being written. In the past tense, it is was being written. Not much change. The easiest is the past perfect. He had done his homework. Had done, past perfect. His homework had been done. So in the present tense, you have to think whether it is has or have, which one. But here you don't have any doubt. Had done will be had been done. His homework had been done. And in past perfect continuous also nothing. So you don't have to remember all the 4 types. You have to remember 3 of the present tense, 3 of the past tense, the table. And you might think just for one sentence so many, but 1 and 1 and 1, they only add to your total marks, right? And in the future tense, it's easier. In the future tense, only in 2 you can change. He will write a letter will be written by him. In the future continuous, you cannot change by rule. Future perfect, he will have done this, he will have done this, or I will have completed my exams by this time tomorrow. And don't change the tomorrow into the next day, because that is not done in the voice change. This is another error I have seen my students making. Often I have seen them that they make the mistake of changing tomorrow into the next day in the voice change. No, it is not done. Tomorrow will remain tomorrow in voice change. So he will have written the letter, or he will have completed the assignment tomorrow, by tomorrow. So the assignment will have been completed by him by tomorrow. These are the 2 which can be changed. You cannot change the future continuous and future perfect continuous. So how many have you to remember? 3 in the present, 3 in the past, and 2 in the future tense. So keep these in mind. So which are the ones we did? We did no sooner, as soon as, hardly, and then these are the small mistakes that happen if you are not mindful. So the do as directed in the others, so you will follow the rules and go, and most of them are either as soon as, another one which comes and you have been doing it since class 8. 2, remove 2. So he is too weak to walk. If this sentence is in the affirmative, your answer should be in the negative. He is so, you are given he is so and ... fill in. So he is so weak that he cannot walk. So the previous one was a simple sentence. He is too weak to walk. He is so weak that he cannot. So here it becomes cannot. When you change it into the complex sentence with a clause that he, so that he cannot. So what are the changes? You remove, the 2 has already been removed. First 2 has already been removed. So he is so weak that he cannot walk. So these are the ones which normally come. 2, and then no sooner, as soon as, and then the voice change, narration change, and degrees. Then comes your preposition. In your preposition, this time you have to go through the phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, that means when you put the preposition to the verb and it gets a different meaning. Like break into is something and break out is something. Break into means enter by force. I'll just give you a few. If you are more interested, go for the video on phrasal verbs. I have uploaded last year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe the year before, 3 to 4 videos. Just go through them. This is the time for revision. So, break into means enter by force. In the absence of the owners, the thieves broke into the house and stole everything and ran away. So, the thieves broke dash. Broke into. Broke into means enter by force. And break out. Break out means spread. The fire broke out within a few seconds and engulfed the entire neighborhood. That means the fire spread within a few seconds with great rapidity. That means the fire spread very fast. Spread can also be used regarding any disease or an epidemic or corona. Spread, break into, then break down. Regarding breakdown, stopped functioning. Our car broke down in the middle of our journey. Broke down means stopped functioning. Breakdown can also mean something else. That means in the middle of the speech, she broke down and could not. Overwhelmed by emotion, she broke down. That means she stopped giving her speech. Why? Because she felt very emotional. Yeah. So, hello, can you hear me? This call had disrupted my live session. So, but just give me a thumbs up to tell me that yes, you can hear me. Hello? Okay. So, it seems because the numbers of the like, they are increasing, the thumbs up. But still, I'm not very confident that you can hear me. Just tell me or scroll here. I can't understand whether I'm being heard or not. Okay. Regarding prepositions, I was just telling you. So, some of the important phrasal verbs, which, or rather I should say common ones which you get is, and then break with. Break with means quarrel. So, regarding bring is a common one, like bring brought. He was brought dash by his uncle when his parents died. So, he was brought up. So, that means his uncle brought him up. So, this is very different to the bring. And then that means he was raised by his uncle. And then bring out, another common one. Bring out means to publish. Bring out means to publish something. So, the publisher is bringing out a new edition or a revised edition of the book. So, bringing out means publish. And then regarding call, the verb is call, but there are several prepositions when you add to it and it will give you a different meaning. But the more common ones are call for. Call for means demand. The headmaster called for an explanation from the students. So, this is demanding. And then call on. I assured my mother that I would call on my uncle when I visit the States. So, the uncle is living in the States and mother must be insisting. So, I assured her that I will call on. That means I will visit my uncle. So, these are the common ones. There are numerous phrasal verbs, but you can't learn everything. I am just going for the common ones which I have seen in these years. There are chances of their coming. It may come, it may not come. But it's better if you go prepared. And then call up. Call up can mean you are calling someone up with the help of your mobile, or you are trying to remember something, recollect. So it depends on the sentence. Try to read the sentence and understand which call up it will be if you get a call up one. And then carried away, carried off or carried away. Carry out. Carry out means execute. This is a common one. He carried out the orders of his superiors or his seniors. That means executed. And carry off. He carried off the first prize. Carry off. And then there are some more like come across. This you must have yourselves also experienced this come one. Come across, that means meet. I came across my teacher. Much to my shock, I came across my teacher at the cinema hall. So you were playing truant and you see your teacher. And not only that, come round. Come round means agree. So these are some common ones. Come round means agree. So after some discussion, he came round to our views. And remember, you will get the verbs also in the proper tenses. You just have to insert the prepositions. And then cut down. Cut down on the sugar intake. That means reduce. And cut out means separate. Then again fall. I am not going for draw, but fall is quite an important one. Like fall back. So fall back means going back or retreating. Fall back, the armies, the defeated armies, they fell back. And fall through. This you must have seen in your school exams also. This one coming. The scheme fell dash due to lack of funds. This is a common sentence. The scheme fell through due to lack of funds. That means the scheme failed to be executed. And some more, you can go for them as I told you. So remember, look. Look is another one. Look after. What does look after mean? Look after means to take care. Look down upon means to treat someone with contempt. Look forward, that means to search. Look into, examine. So if you know the meanings, it will be easy for you to understand. And so go through them. And regarding the verbs, I always suggest, as I have suggested in my earlier video also, please go through the whole passage and then only start it. Most often I have found that they are in the past tense, but don't begin with this idea. Most of them are in the past tense, but don't begin with this idea. First read it and try to get a gist of it and then only go for it. And now regarding the report writing, I told you what are you supposed to do. The speech also, speech and an essay, there is not much difference, or an article also, there is not much difference. You are writing on a particular topic. Regarding a speech, you are addressing it to someone, a speech in the morning assembly. So here you need someone. You need to address someone like respected teachers, my friends, whatever it is. So you are addressing someone, and in the end the concluding sentence should be that you are thanking the audience or the people for listening to your speech. So very politely. This is a speech. Regarding an article also, more or less, you will make several paragraphs and remember the word limit. They have given you the word limit, you will write exactly in that, fitting to that criterion. Don't write very lengthy ones because you are not getting marks. So this is a short explanation of the report. I told you, go through all of them. And regarding the comprehension, this time or for your ISC, in ICSC you had to write only in 50 words. So you all had a problem how to fit in. Now you have to write in 100 words. So too much of everything or too less of something, as Nerissa had said, is bad. So here when you get a lot of words, you don't know what to write. So just jot down the points. And I have already told you that in my previous video also, that you should first read the questions and then the Pressy question and then start reading the passage in order to save time. This is time management. Because when you are after reading the question and the Pressy, when you are going through this, then what happens? Oh, didn't I get a question which was asking me this? So immediately a bell rings in your mind. Otherwise, you go through it, then you read the questions, then you hunt for the answers. But if you know the questions beforehand, then when you are reading the passage, it becomes easy. Why? Because this is the time when even 2 or 3 minutes also mean a lot. And now it has become easy for you all. You don't have to hunt for the vocabulary part. Means you are given a word and told to find a similar meaning from the passage. Nowadays they are providing you with the words, 2 to 3 words, one of them is the right answer. So just fit in the words which you have been provided to the place and see which one suits the best. 2 to 3 words, and maybe all 3 might be synonyms, but which one fits there the best? You have to see that. This is how it will become easier for you, a lot of time management also. So then I have discussed with you the essay, how to handle it, the comprehension, how to use it better. I mean, how to do it better with time management. And regarding the do as directed, I told you the short loopholes or the short errors which you might commit in your hurry. Go through it. The tenses, be very careful, and I told you most of them are in the past tense, but don't go with this idea. So that is why the best thing is revise your tense. Go through it, and at the end, once you finish, just revise. Your ear is the best judge. After writing it down also, just in a very fast manner, go through the passage with the words you have filled. And prepositions, yes, phrasal verbs, go for the common phrasal verbs. I'm sure you will get from them only. So I think I'm not wasting any more time. I think it is enough for you. Bye all of you.